Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the channel, and today I am back in the workshop looking at some crazy creations, this time based off of historical accuracy. I've subscribed to a bunch of different planes on the workshop that are based on real-life planes. I'm gonna pull up some pictures for comparison, and we can see just how accurate these planes are to the real thing. So this one is called the Supermarine Spitfire Mark 9 by Nabi 1973. So I figure what we can do, let's try the creation out first. Let's fly it around, see how it works on its own, and then I'll pull up some pictures showing different angles, and we'll see how accurate it looks. So it looks like, oh my, I haven't pressed any, but oh my, and look at the landing gear just went up. The landing gear sits so nicely in the wing. That's crazy. So I'm not pressing anything right now. Like, I just pressed the button to activate the propeller, and there's also some thruster assistance because that propeller would not be able to do that by itself in this game. But at least it's going for the aesthetics there. So ignore the thrust. The thrust I don't think is supposed to actually be there. It's just there to get this thing to function. I cannot believe how steady this thing flies. Like, I could just leave this. I could walk away right now and it'll keep going. All right, let me actually try to control it though. Whoa. Okay, that works way more than I think it should. There must be some type of other assistance. This is so maneuverable. Like, this is way more maneuverable than I'm used to planes being. Also, are these wings actually on a slight angle? They are. Adding to that extra realism factor. Okay, we also got some controls here, so left alt. Oh, there we go. We can go ahead and shoot from the wings. So I've typed in Supermarine Spitfire Mark 9 into Google Images, and I'm actually going to attempt to fly in the same orientation of the images that I bring up. So here we got a bit of a side shot. So here we go. So now one thing I do notice is it does have the circle on it on the back of the tail, and I was looking for the ones on the wing, and it's actually done really clever here. He used the eye pieces. Those are supposed to be eyeballs actually, and they're just painted similar colors. And it may not be the right proportion, but it gets the message across. We got the flag on the tail and everything. Like, this thing looks great. Oh, I accidentally turned the thrust off. Oh, we're stalling out. We're stalling out. Pull up. Come on, there we go. Okay, we gained our propeller back. Man, one thing I noticed, oh, this is crazy. Look at this, when I go off center a little bit and I let go, look at it automatically. This thing has some programming in it. It automatically centers itself. So it's just nice level flight. See, there it goes, nice and gentle, and then boom, just like that. Now, if I go enough, I think it actually doesn't try that hard to center me, but it kind of naturally gravitates towards it anyway. All right, here's a more head-on shot now. I'm trying to tilt it, but it's correcting itself. There we go. All right, how's that look in comparison? Man, I think this thing looks amazing. This is way better than I thought it was going to be. All right, I wanted to come back for a landing, but I have flown so far that I have no idea where land is anymore. All right, I teleported my way back just so I could come in for a landing. I really want to see what landing this thing feels like. It flies so level. Look at this. Look at this flight trajectory. It's so easy. All right, let's turn it off. The landing gear came down a little bit late for me, but that was probably the smoothest landing I may have ever done. Honestly, we're starting off so strong here. I don't know if this is gonna be topped. Like, that was insane. This is 700 out of 700 complexity. You cannot add a single part to this vehicle. They put everything they could into this. All right, up next here, coming in at 698 out of 700 complexity, we have the B-2 Spirit Bomber plane by Valid Panic. And this thing I noticed does not have any landing gear. I feel like a Stingray just on the seabed right now. Just blending in with the tarmac here. All right, let's see if I can manage to take off with this thing. Let's fly it around first, see how it feels. Oh, look at that. I was a little bit worried there that it might sink into the water. But, oh, this thing actually flies really nice too. Doesn't require a whole lot of input. You can see the flaps on the wings. I mean, obviously, considering the build limits of Trailmakers and actually trying to make a functional vehicle, sometimes there's some creative liberties you need to take, like adding wings inside of your wings, since just building wings out of blocks does not actually give you the lift that a real wing would. So I'm not going to count that for the realism. That's pure utility that needs to happen. Speaking of that, you see this tail fin right here. The original does not have a tail fin like this, but since the body of this plane isn't creating a lot of like aerodynamic stability like it would in real life, because Trailmakers treats a regular block different than an actual wing block when it comes to wind resistance. So I think that's why a tail is actually necessary on this one. All right, so we got a couple of buttons here. Left shift. Oh, of course, we're a bomber plane. So there's the bombs. They're just cannons. But, you know, they get the message across. Oh, we do have yaw of sorts. It must be a built-in servo of some kind, because I don't see any flaps do it. Yeah, that's a servo. That's definitely servo-controlled yaw. All right, now let's bring up some comparisons for this thing. Here is a front-on shot. There we go. Look at that. So, it's actually, considering the build limits, that's pretty good. We got the 2 air intakes on the side of the cockpit. Cockpit's a little bit more blocky, but other than that, that's looking really good. Here we got a left wing shot. There we go. How's that looking? I mean, the shape, it just looks great. Here's this shot. The underside shot right here. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is the iconic shape right there of this type of bomber. All right, and then even though I don't have any landing gear, let me try my best to land this thing. Oh boy, the yaw's being a little aggressive. Oh no. Oh, I'm pulling up. Oh, this is not. It's not the most agile. Land. Oh, no. Perfect. I mean, it's as good as we can expect without landing gear, right? I probably could have done it better, but that's what we got. All right, and then up next at 576 out of 700 complexity, this is the A10 Warthog by Dragon Slayer. All right, whoa, this one actually has a lot of buttons. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to fly this thing. Gonna push buttons and see what happens. All right, well, we're off to a good start, aren't we? Wings H? Wait, I gotta press H for wings? What does that mean? Oh, whoa. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Okay, that's probably some useful knowledge there. All right, oh, I see bombs. Those are bombs that are ready to be dropped. All right, now let's see if the wings, being in their intended shape, actually makes that big of a difference. All right, come on, please. Hey, lift up. Oh my goodness, that was rough. That was really, it really wants to pitch down. Hey, come on, lift up. All right, landing gear. Landing gear's coming up. There we go. All right, now let's press some more buttons, see what happens. N. Oh my goodness, there goes one of the things. All right, M is probably gonna be the other one. That seemed a little bit destructive on me. M, there we go. Oh, look at that, that one actually took off. Hey, that's impressive. It's going faster than me. That's always a good sign. If your missiles go faster than the plane, then you're probably not gonna shoot yourself. All right, I think I took some damage somewhere, but we're okay for now. All right, number 1. Oh, there we go. There's the gun in the front. This is what the A10 Warthog is known for. Although the fire rate's a little bit slower than real life, but there's not a whole lot of control we have over that in Trailmakers. Oh, there goes the bombs. All right, I pressed the button. They all fell off. Okay, it was just number 2. For some reason, I thought I pressed number 2 already, but looks like I hadn't. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and reset this thing with all the attachments back on, so that way, you know, we can have a more accurate comparison. All right, here we go. We got this angle right here. Oh my goodness, it's so hard. This thing does not fly level when I'm not pressing buttons, so I'm trying to control everything in reverse. But here's this shot right here. I gotta keep angling upwards. I'm noticing the tail and the massive thrusters on the sides and the back there. Definitely looking good. The wing shape is also pretty good. We got all the attachments underneath, the gun on the front. Looks like the internet loves this head-on shot as well. Look at that. Yeah, there we go. Man, these are some pretty good creations considering the scale of our build pieces. This is kind of awesome. All right, I do want to fire these missiles one more time though. Let's just go into a wall. I'm just gonna let them both go. Go, 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 go. No. Well, there goes that one. Is it gonna explode? Yeah. All right, but of course, I gotta take this plane in for a landing. Landing gear is down. Always the final test of a good plane. Okay, this is not working out very well. Oh, whoa, we're pulling off some crazy maneuvers. Oh, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Oh my goodness. The pitch on the... The thrusters, they're still intact, but just Not attached anymore. Oh, that landing couldn't have gone better. Ultra realism right there. All right, up next, coming at another 700 out of 700 complexity. This is an F22 Raptor by the Zeus. And oh my goodness, we have a payload under here, it looks like. Well, that's gonna be interesting. All right, well, let's see how it flies. Is it capable of short takeoff and landing? There we go. All right, we do have landing gear as well. Uh-oh. Oh. That actually worked pretty well. It looked like one of them was gonna get stuck. All right, so far so good. Ooh, very fine movement of the controls. That actually might be, that might be servo-based. I'm not seeing any control surfaces. Oh, I can close the doors. They're open by default, apparently. Oh, that looks nice. That looks really nice. All right, yeah, this feels like servo-based roll. So there's not actually any like ailerons or anything that's functioning with that. And look at the tail. The pitch actually looks really cool. Look at the angle on the wings. We got thrusters coming in there. Looks like we even have intake ports in the front. Looks like we got a cannon on the edge there. So I think number one, yeah, there we go. There's the cannon right there over the left shoulder. I don't know if that's accurate. I have images pulled up on my other monitor right now. I mean, the original design, it looks really, really like everything is just sleek and packed in there. There's not anything like sticking out. But before I bring up the images, let's do the bomb doors now. We open up the bomb doors, and I think number two is to drop the bomb. Oh my goodness. All right, yep, they're just gravity driven. No missiles on, or no rocket on that one. No rocket power for those. All right, now for the images. We got this one. You know what? Not bad, all things considered. There's such like little fine curves and everything that are really hard to replicate. But the shape is definitely there. There's even the attempts to make that little like divot in the back end in between the vertical stabilizers. Oh, here, we got like an underneath shot with the bomb doors open as well. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and then we got more of a top-down shot. Yeah, this thing looks nice. Another really well done job. All right, let's see if we can turn this thing back towards the aircraft carrier for a landing. This thing's really agile too. A lot of really good agility. All right, landing gear is down. Gotta control the throttle here for the landing. This is looking good. Ooh, little sketch, but I think we're good now. There we are. All right, and that is the F22 Raptor. All right, and then last up here at 607 out of 700 blocks, we have the Yak 9U. Oh my God, why are we going backwards? Oh, hold on a second. We have the Yak 9UT. I don't know if that's the official pronunciation, by Yoshi LP. It wants to roll backwards by default, which is really interesting. All right, well, let's push some buttons and see what happens. Get this thing off the ground. Come on. Off the ground. There we go. All right, man, this thing is quiet. That is obviously a just for show propeller. I don't think that's actually doing anything. Those are not propeller pieces. Those are actually support pieces. Those are support beams. And it looks good, actually. I'm impressed with that. All right, G must be the landing gear. There we go. This thing's a little bit wonky with the controls. It's very floaty. It wants to pitch up a lot. So I'm trying my best here to keep level flight. All right, left shift. Oh, there we go. Where are those guns coming from? Oh, underneath the wing. All right, there's the guns. E and Q. Oh, you can see the yaw trying to happen. There's a little bit of yaw in the tail. You can see all the wedges. They move back and forth as I press E and Q. All right, I just checked. He says he knows the guns aren't supposed to be on the wings, but he can't fit them in the nose. Claims it's almost a 1-1 replica, and it's his own camo design. All right, well, let me get back up into the air. I had to come back here just so I could check the controls and make sure I wasn't missing anything. All right, so here is a side shot, left side. I'm trying to fly. Oh, let's get the landing gear back up. Ugh. Trying to fly level here. Oh boy, there we go. I mean, the engine, I think the engine is where it's really, that's where this recreation really shines. The front, the nose with the engine, those pipe pieces sticking out like that really sell it. There's also this more front view here. This one's shooting out of the nose. We'll go ahead and we'll shoot out of the wings just to give it that extra, you know, similarity, both shooting. I mean, I think shape-wise, it's a really well-built plane. Let's see if this thing can come back in for a landing now. All right, come on, level out here. Landing gear down. I mean, this thing wanted to roll backwards when it was just on the ground, so it might help me slow down once I land. All right, and Not bad at all. I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop. No, 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 don't do it, don't. All right, nailed it. Look at that. All right, I'll just leave it right there. Just wanted to, you know, get out of the way of anyone else trying to land. Just parking around the side there. You know, see this right here, this is space-saving efficiency. This is how they should have been doing it. Just put them on the corner like that. Well, that's all I have time for today. Which replica were you most impressed by? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know what other types of replicas you think I should look for, because I actually really enjoyed this. And if you did too, you'll probably enjoy some other stuff that you can find on the channel right on the end screen right here. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.